Good morning, everyone. I recently converted this horse trailer here into a farm stand, and it's been going extremely well. My wife makes sourdough bread and cookies that she puts in it to sell, and my kids make little knickknacks, 3D printed stuff, laser stuff that they put in there to sell. We put it out every Saturday and Sunday, and last weekend we experimented with Friday. Friday's the day. They absolutely crushed it on Friday. It was amazing. I think they sold more on Friday last week than they did Saturday and Sunday. So we will definitely continue that. There's a few things that we need to improve on it, so let's head inside and I'll show you those. Okay, so the first thing we need to improve is this little cash box. I 3D printed this cash box and it works. It actually works pretty well, but it's way too small. We've been getting quite a bit of cash in this little trailer, so first thing on the list, improve this. Second thing on the list is I am going to add a social handle right here. It'll have the little Facebook sign and then my wife's Katie's Corner farm stand name right there on the bottom of the door. So let's get started on the cash box and the decal and we'll go from there. All right, for this cash box, I have this leftover piece of walnut slab. I think I'm gonna mill this guy up and then we'll get building. I'm gonna just throw you on a time lapse and I'm just gonna get to work. All right, well, this is my first time making any sort of box like this. I've done some floating shelves that were boxed and they were mitered and they turned out fantastic. But these little things, for some reason, these are a little bit harder for me. But I gotta say, these mitered corners, these look great. This is turning out really good. All right, so now I'm trying to figure out how I wanna do the top and the bottom. I already made this little guy. It's a slot here for the money to go into. And I'm thinking I'm gonna fix it inset in here. So everything on top will be flat and level. And then this will be glued in and won't be able to take off. Then on the bottom, I'm kind of thinking if I can get it to work, I'm gonna make like a slide gate. I'll be able to slide it open and the money falls out. I don't really know. I'm gonna work on the top first. And then while I'm working on this, I'll think about the bottom. Okay, so I made a groove on the top of the box. That way, this top piece where the money goes in can slot in there. It's not perfect, but I think I can make it look pretty good in the end. So now I am going to make a groove on the bottom, but I'm gonna have it about 1/4 inch down. That way the bottom here can slide in and out from the back. I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. Let's head to the router and see if it'll work. All right, this box is turning out pretty cool. So there's the lid on there. And after I glue it up, I'll refine it and make sure that line disappears. And then here's what I did with the bottom. I put a groove in the bottom and this guy just slides into place like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of sanding on the insides and then I'm gonna glue up the top here and then continue finishing this thing. Well, this box took me quite a bit longer yesterday to build than I thought it was going to, but it's turning out really good. I really like the way it's looking. I'm going to do some finish sanding real quick, and then we'll throw some finish on it. All right, now with this money box all sanded up and looking so good, it's time to add finish. And for the finish, I'm going to use my secret sauce, my secret finish that nobody knows about. It's the cheapest vegetable oil that you can find at the grocery store. Now, I'm totally kidding. It's not the secret sauce, but for jobs like this or projects like this that, it doesn't really matter, vegetable oil works perfect. In fact, I used vegetable oil on the floating shelves that are in the horse trailer, and they're holding up good. They look good. So let's do this. And finish makes all the difference in the world. This looks so cool. It's so fun for me to take just a block of wood, a slab, like I had in the beginning, and turn it into something like this. It's cool. All right, while the oil is soaking in and drying, I'm gonna go to the computer and work on the decal to go on the back of the farm stand. All right, well, I got the decal made. I didn't show any of that. It's a slow, tedious process. Nobody needs to see it. I'll put up a little clip here of the plotter running. It's kind of cool, but either way, here it is. And now it's time to put it on the little trailer. And I don't know if you guys can see or not, but there's a robin flying around. He's bright red and really cool looking. He's over there above the horse trailer. He can't seem to get out of this building right here. It's completely wide open on this side, but birds are birds. All right, I'm gonna get this put on the door. All right, this is getting even funner. The dog sees the bird. He wants to get it so bad. So I'm kind of struggling here. My whole envision was to put it at the bottom of the door. I don't know if that's right though. I think maybe it should go center of the door. I don't know. I'm gonna call the boss over and see what she wants. All right, so after some back and forth, we decided to put it at the bottom of the door. My wife had a really good idea of that maybe we could put magnets or we could do something else on the top of this door. So we will just put this down below. Oh, and one more thing. This is kind of funny. When I went to put that up there to place it, I set it exactly dead center. We measured it. It's 4.5 inches from each side. And I just placed it up there perfectly. All right, well, I just learned something. So we used chalkboard paint on this door and the vinyl is not sticking to the chalkboard paint. I'm gonna continue to try, we'll see, but I think we'll be putting this somewhere else. Whew, I got it. That was a royal pain in the butt. I think I had two issues. The metal is freezing, like it's very cold, so I don't think that the glue is really tacky. And the second thing, like I said, was the chalkboard paint. It's got a little rough texture to it, so it's not a very smooth, flat surface. That's my problem. I should have known, but it's okay. It works, and I think once a little bit of heat gets to it, that glue will loosen up and it'll tack really well. But it's on, and it looks good. My goodness, does this thing look good. This is so cool. I love little projects like this, even though they're a pain in the butt, they're so fun. I forgot to show you guys earlier though, this is the bottom of the door. I added this little groove here so that we could put our fingers in to slide in and out. And it just slides in the bottom perfectly. I ordered some magnets last night to put on the bottom here and on the door so that when it closes, the magnets will set and it'll be locked a little bit. So it's Friday morning, and like I said earlier, we've been putting the farm stand out starting on Fridays now, and it's been going really well. Well, it's raining right now, so we're not gonna put the farm stand out just yet. It's supposed to stop raining in about 2 hours, which is fine because it seems that the afternoon traffic is better than the morning traffic. So, since I have a couple hours, I have a little bit of time to finish this box. The magnets came in late yesterday, so I can finally finish the door. I will also add, I made this little business card holder here because I'm starting a handyman business, and I figure that's a great way to advertise my work is in the farm stand that I built. Also, while I was at it on the 3D printer, I printed this little stand for my camera. I'll try to take a picture so that you can see what this is for. But it's basically a miniature tripod, so I don't have to lug around the big tripod all the time. I can just slide the camera in here, set it on the workbench, and get some better footage. By the way, the camera is sitting in that little holder right now. All right, well, I was really kind of hoping for a better fit with that, but it's the only drill bit I have, so it'll do. I'm gonna go steal some 4-minute epoxy for my son and get these glued in. Well, scratch that. I actually had some myself, so I didn't have to steal it from him. All right, don't laugh at my stir stick here, because it's an Allen wrench. I have so many Allen wrenches that I've gotten from garage sales that I don't know what to do with. So they make a good stir stick. This is way more glue than I need. All right, we're gonna let that dry for a little bit and then we'll see if it works. Hopefully it does. It is now the next day. We didn't get a chance to put the horse trailer out yesterday. I actually got a call for a handyman job, and then we got a phone call that kind of kicked us in the teeth a little bit, so we didn't feel like putting the trailer out. So it's a little bit foggy this morning, but we're gonna go ahead and put the trailer out anyways. I think it'll be okay. Traffic will start moving here pretty soon, and hopefully we get some business today. All right, we got the farm stand all set up. There's that cool cash box right there. The business card holder up there on the shelf. And with this ready, there's 2 things left we have to do. All right, the first thing to do is be open for business. And the second thing we gotta do is go for a little drive and put the roadside signs out. All right, well, that's all there is to it, is setting up that farm stand. It's pretty cool. It takes us about 12 to 15 minutes. It's pretty easy. Obviously, that's not including the crazy amount of hours my wife spends in the kitchen baking all of this stuff. Hopefully the cash box and the business card holder help out a lot. Maybe we get some business out of it. That'd be cool. I think I will continue doing more content like this, just vlogger style, having fun, doing random things around the property, and we'll see where it goes. That's all I got for this one. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and hope to see you on the next one.